Hi guys, thank you so much for clicking on my video. My name is Holly. If you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe. I'm really excited to show you guys today my go-to hairstyle since I've had partial dreadlocks. This is one of many hairstyles that I do, but it's definitely the one I do the most and the one that I prefer for work. So if you're interested, please keep watching. All right, so I start off with my loose hair out of the way, just pulled up on top of my head. My dreadlocks, I do get wet. I have sprayed them pretty well with my moisturizing spray. I will link the video to this below. If you don't have a moisturizing spray, you can just get your dreadlocks wet. I do recommend distilled water. However, you can just use tap water. So I get them pretty damp. If you hear anything in the background, Bryce is taking a bath behind me. He gets pretty wild. He likes the bath. Okay, so my dreadlocks are pretty damp. Those are pretty damp. Now for my loose hair, I do get this slightly wet with just tap water. You don't want to put the moisturizing spray through this because it does have oils in it and I don't want my hair looking oily throughout the day. And then I use my hairbrush. I just find my part. If you see me looking out, I have my mirror that I'm looking in here. You can part your hair wherever you normally would. For me, I normally just part my hair on the right side of my head. Okay. So just part your hair wherever you normally would. And are you having a good time? Are you having a good time back there? So I take a little, this is a teasing comb, but you can use a toothbrush, you can use a boar brush, you can use any really, you can even use a fine tooth comb for this. Anything that's really, the bristles are really close together. I just like my baby hairs to stay really, really neat. So I use this comb and I just want the front part of my hair to look really neat. And then on my loose hair, I use this very gently to brush over my dreadlocks. I don't push very hard when I'm brushing over my dreadlocks because I don't want to brush my dreads and cause them to get any more frizzy than dreads already are. So this is just for my loose hair. But at the front, I really focus on just making that nice and smooth. And then I smooth my loose hair here. You guys can see this all over my dreads. So I'm just brushing it like this over my dreadlocks so it lays nice and smooth. I like the front part of my hair to stand up a little. I don't like it to be slicked flat. I don't like the front part of my hair to be slicked too flat to my head. So I just push this out of the way and then I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. Just really focus on making it nice and smooth. Comb this over. Do my comb over. Doing a comb over my dreadlocks. My comb over. Okay. Now I'm gonna put this back over here. I like this to stay a little up. Fix this part. Okay, now I take some more tap water and I'm just gonna put this over the hair that's resting on top of the dreadlocks. And then down the length here and the side here. So the water is just gonna help keep all the flyaways down while we do this look. I don't put any products in my hair, no hairspray, no gel, no nothing like that. Every now and then I will put hairspray right here. I have a ton of baby hairs that love to turn into wings. So I will right here, but avoid your dreadlocks. Don't put any products in your dreadlocks. So that being said, no products in the dreadlocks, but sometimes I will put hairspray here if it starts looking crazy. So next, what you're gonna need is 1 or 2 little clear ponytails. There's one. I'm gonna use 2 because this brand that I have, for some reason, they're pretty small. They're just the Goodie. These ones this time, Oh, it might be because I bought the fine hair. I didn't even realize that. Apparently, I bought the fine hair elastics. I didn't even realize that. So I'm going to use 2. If you buy just the normal ones, I usually just have to use 1 ponytail. But apparently, I bought the fine hair. Who knew? Didn't know? Now I know. So I take some hair just from this side. I don't go back too far. And it's okay if you pick up a dreadlock or 2. Like this one has 3, 4, 5 dreadlocks in there. My dreadlocks are very thin. And I just twist it. Twist it like this. Twist it. And then I take a hair clip. You can use any hair clip. You can even stick the hair in your mouth to hold it. Just hold it out of the way while we do the other side. Now this side I have more hair on because I swooped it. So I'm going to have a little bit of a thicker twist, and that's okay. You won't be able to tell once we're all done and the hair is all tucked in. Twist this one back. Okay, now unclip this, and I just grab it in my fingers, so I have a hold of it, and I'm twisting them. Twist them both together. Try to keep your hair flat and pick up. I'm doing 1 ponytail at a time. So if you have the big ponytails, you just need 1. I'm going to do 2 because these are so small. I don't want them to break. I'm going to do 1 more in there. And then pull it. Split it and pull it nice and tight. I pull it multiple ways because it's a twist. And I want those twists to be nice and tight on my head. So I'm going to take my little brush again and just make sure that everything stayed where I wanted it to. And then I'm going to pull the hair that I wanted loose. And then I take the back of this. You see this hair that's a little flyaway? It's not in that twist. So I can take that and push it down in underneath the twist. So that it stays looking really nice and sleek up front. This hairstyle looks so, in my opinion, it looks so professional, and it's just so quick and easy to do. So I start on the right side of my head. You can start on either, but I grab a nice chunk of dreadlocks, and any loose hair that gets in there is perfectly fine. I just pull it up and stick it in the twist. And pull the ends through. So now it's up and over. Okay. And I'm going to do the same thing over here. And now this side has more loose hair because there was more hair on this side. I'm going to do the same thing over here. Pull it through. And if your ponytails start to get loose right here, just pull them tight. Just keep pulling them tight so it stays, because that's what's holding your whole hairstyle is those 2 twists. Okay, so now I just keep pushing the dreadlocks in. Now I break this into about 2. And push this. Push this in there. Just keep pushing, because you know, with dreadlocks, you can push them and form them to stay where you want. Okay, so now I get a handheld mirror, and I use this to look from one mirror to the other so I can see the back of my head. Hey, don't turn that on. Sorry, guys. I use a handheld mirror to see the back of my head, and then I'll position the dreadlocks exactly where I want to see what I'm doing. So I'll just line them up so they're nice and straight from the root over. And just keep pushing them down and in. You know, with dreadlocks, they pretty much stay wherever you put them. there's that. That looks pretty perfect to me. It's a pretty good shape all around. Now I will take my comb or your fine tooth brush again and just go over my loose hair very lightly, just so that it's very uniform looking. There's no flyaways. And fix any dreadlocks that you don't like. Just push them in there. It gets very tight and it holds all day. Okay, there it is. And up front here, you can manipulate the hair however you like it. You can pull some flyaways down if you prefer. I work in the medical field, and if I'm out working with patients, I have to have a face mask on, a face shield, so I like to keep my hair fully pulled back out of my face. But if I'm going out on a date night with my husband and I wear this hairstyle, I like to pull some hair down. It just depends on what I'm doing that day, but you can definitely make this your own. I just think this looks very sleek, very professional. I feel very comfortable with this. Ton of compliments on this hairstyle. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that you learned something from it. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to ask me in the comments below or on my Instagram. Please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.